Mission. We are recording on our side. Coach, big win securing the Aces, the number 2 seed in the WNBA playoffs. Opening statement.
I thought tonight was one of our better games. We asked the players to come with a lot of energy. And also we talked about our starts, that we didn't have the energy at the starts of half our games in the last 10. We talked a lot about that over the last couple of days. We talked about how our bench can bring a tremendous amount of energy and a lot of firepower if the starters come out and play with the efficiency that they're capable of, and we did that tonight. We thought that we were the better team coming into this game. I don't care where we played, and we came out. If we come out with energy like that and move and share the ball, we're one of those. But I told the players also that we haven't done anything yet. All we did was we were expecting to do at the start of the year. We were expecting to get a double bye, and we did. I give them credit for that. But I also am very proud of this fact that we have 7 players this year that average double figures. By far most in the history of the league. I don't think it's going to get broken again in a 40-minute game. It shows the sacrifice that our players put forth this year for the good of the whole and sacrificing their personal games for everybody else. And that's one of the most things I'm very proud about this basketball team. We'll take the win. We get a little bit of rest. You get Liz back on Sunday. She'll play some limited minutes, but I want to get her back on the floor to get her some experience, getting back down the saddle, so to speak, as the cliche goes. And away we go, and we're going to go scoreboard watch tonight and see how the rest of the playoffs shake out.
Cole?
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. 32 assists tonight, a season best on 41 made shots. Could you consider this one of your better games this year in terms of the team sharing the ball and not letting it stick?
We're taking care of the basketball and distributing the basketball. I thought we did an outstanding job. Both our bigs, Kia and Asia, had 7 assists, which means that we were moving and cutting, which is great for us. If we do that, holy cow, because we can spread the floor so well that we open up seams, open up gaps, and that's when we're at our best. When we walk the ball up the floor and we go pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, well, that's not us, and we just get stagnant and we go to crap. So I'm happy with the way he played tonight.
And the 7 assists for Kia Stokes was a career high.
Don't tell her that.
Asia's career assists 8, so just off that.
And then with you guys locking up the 2 seed and having clinched the double bye, does that change anything for the game plan for Sunday in terms of players' minutes, or do you approach it?
Oh, yeah. There's no question about it. There's no reason to go out there and we're going to play hard, play your minutes hard, as the cliche goes. But I don't anticipate playing, people more than 20 minutes each. And I'd get Jisoo some time, get Slocum some time, and get Liz some time, especially. That's the biggest key, is to get her back, and on the court and getting in game condition. It's not going to happen for a long time, but you have to start someplace. So, yeah, it's going to change our complexion. And, who knows, tonight could define 4 or 5 also, and they got nothing else to play for, too, except to run the string out.
All right, thanks, and congrats on locking up that 2 seed.
Thank you.
Michelle?
Yeah, Coach Lambier, you mentioned just the pride of this team having so many, having all those players average in double figures. Do you feel like the depth of this team, which obviously because of injuries was a tough thing for you guys last year in the postseason, is the depth this year going to be, I think, an advantage for you guys in the postseason?
I think so. We have, when Liz gets back and gets a little better shape, it gives another big, she's a tremendous rebounder, shot blocker, and throw the ball down 5 feet in the basket and go ahead and put the ball in the basket, Liz. Different style of play than you saw tonight with Liz on the floor. So we talked about that as a team a little bit. They're all looking at me like, what the hell are you going to do, Bill? Because I got to put Liz back in the game, and it slows us down a little bit, but at the same time, we become a lot more efficient with Liz in there because we can throw the ball when she can score. So, but the conditioning of her is going to be very difficult. She's going to be a 3-minute a game, 3-minute a spurt player. So we have to really manage that and have somebody waiting at the scorer's table, so it's not a 4-minute, 5-minute with no whistles, and she dies out there. So, yeah, I got my hands full here. And if we had Angel too, then I'd really have my hands full. But it is what it is.
And I guess if you could also just comment on the season Kelsey has had in particular. I think she's probably the front runner for comeback player of the year, maybe like a unanimous probably comeback player of the year, and just how she's played with coming back from an injury that's as tough as an Achilles.
Well, no one's going to work harder than Kelsey Plum. and her rehab and her getting back into shape and working on her game every day. I mean, she's in the gym all the time. She gets blisters on her fingers from doing so many shots and things like that. But she is a very smart basketball player, and she's really worked her way into being a great player. Comeback player of the year. Yeah, okay, that means you didn't do anything last year, which is still a great honor. But I think she's the sixth woman of the year, no question about it, for what she's had to sacrifice for our ball club, sacrifice her own game for the good of the whole. She could play more minutes with us or for somebody else, but we were structured differently. She might be, don't be surprised if she wins both of them. I'd be really upset if she didn't win sixth person of the year. And I have another one on the bench in Hamby, but that's okay, Hamby. You had your turn in the barrel. Now it's Plum's time.
Yeah, I agree with you on both of those. Thank you, Coach.
Nick?
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. You guys shot 56% from the field tonight. You talking just a little bit about the fluidity of the offense. What did you like about the offense itself?
Well, when we share the ball, we're an outstanding basketball team. And make no mistake, we're the leading field goal percentage team in the league. So this isn't anything we don't, it's not a one out. We do this a lot. And so that's who we are. We have very talented offensive players, and they happen to play some solid defense too. But we're very talented offensive. We can score 100 points a lot. The highest scoring team, the best field goal percentage shooting team. This is what we do. So this isn't a surprise, but in a game like this, when everybody's defense is turned up and we play that well offensively, that's a huge bonus.
And also, what have you seen just from the maturation, especially in the second half of the season, from Jackie Young, how she's come on to really give you guys some quality points and quality minutes?
Well, Jackie Young is always a working process. She came out of school early, and every year she's added to her game. She's becoming much more confident. Tonight she came out in the first quarter and got us off to a really good start. The other night she dropped 29. Okay, whatever she has to do for a win. That's what she did in college. In college, she was the player, the glue player, where Goomba Wale goes off for 30, and the other 3 are all first round picks, and they go off, and Jackie Young just sits there until it's her time to take over the game. She has that capability. So I think there's a lot more there, and every year she'll get better and better.
Thanks a lot, everybody. We will
Thank
be
you, Coach.
back. We'll be back with Kelsey Plum and Raquana Williams.